Speed Duel is a fast-paced alternative format for Yu-Gi-Oh! Using regular cards and throwing in skills to shake things up, making some unused cards more viable, allowing more anime strategies to come to life. Join us as we progress through each Speed Duel product release and draft each skill available at that time before battling it out in Speed Duel Skill Draft. Speed Duel GX Duelists of Shadow released March 30th, 2023, and just like the Battle City and Duel Academy boxes before it, contains 8 pre-built 20-card decks, 20 new skills, and 21 additional cards for further customization. Professor of Alchemy lets you, once per turn, banish a monster to create a 500 attack Alchemy Beast token that can attack directly, but can only be tributed to summon Golden Homunculus. Ancient Ruler Rises lets you, once per turn, send a level 2 zombie monster from your deck to grave to place a Sarcophagus card on the field from deck, grave, or banish. And Spirit of the Pharaoh gains 900 attack for each Servant and Protector on your field and in your graveyard. But this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Professor of Alchemy. So Professor of Alchemy is a really cool skill. So Alchemy Beast tokens can attack directly. Once per turn during your main phase, you can banish one level 4 or lower monster from your hand or face up the field to special summon an Alchemy Beast token, 500 attack, 500 defense. With the same attribute as the banished monster, it cannot be tributed except for the face-up tribute summon of Golden Homunculus. So, interesting card. Basically, we get rid of a monster to get a token. The token can attack directly, but it's really weak. And we can tribute it for Golden Homunculus, but then why couldn't we just tribute the monster anyway? But anyway, there's a lot of interesting stuff we can do with this card. One of those things is that these monsters are normal monsters, which means we can use Just to Break with them. So if we see that Alex is not on a normal monster deck himself, we can bring in Just to Break and then basically have a bunch of 500 monsters that can get directly. Then if Alex ever tries to destroy them, we can wipe his whole board, which is really cool. Also, we can creature swap them, so we can give Alex these little 500 attack monsters and then just attack over them, which is, again, really cool. So the main boss monster of the deck is the Golden Homunculus, who gains 300 attack and defense for each of your banished cards. So we have 5 cards banished, for example, 5 times 3, 15, so it goes up to a 3000 attacker, and it'll only get bigger and bigger. Next up, obviously we're playing the Macrocosmos because we'll want to banish stuff, and the perfect card to play under that is ED Survivor. Every time it gets banished, it comes back, so we can tribute it for Golden Homunculus, or we can tribute it for Professor of Alchemy skill, and it'll just keep coming back again and again. For our 3-of, we're on DD Warrior Lady, really good removal. It can deal with really problematic cards like Jinzo or any kind of annoying giant monster. We can just kind of get rid of it. We also have Command Knight because we're on quite a lot of warriors, and it's a decent monster. It can boost the attack of our other guys, so depending on what Alex is on, if he's on kind of a lower power deck, we can just beat over him with this. On the 2 creature swap, we got the Rotor because we're on a lot of warriors. Grand Convergence, this is a quick play Dark Hole as long as we have Macrocosmos, so really good. And the Shrink because, again, Jinzo can be a bit of a threat, so we wanted some non-trap card ways to deal with it, and our monsters are decently statted, so Shrink can just let us get over problematic monsters. 3 Widespread because it's the best generic trap we've got access to, and then the Macrocosmos. For the side, we have the Soul Exchange and the extra Grand Convergence. Again, Jinzo is a big problem for this deck. We really need Macrocosmos to this deck. We've got the 2 Just to Breaks as mentioned before, and then 2 Lost Wind in case Alex is special summoning a ton of guys. So this is the deck. We're feeling reasonably confident in this. This is a very cool deck. It can do a lot of different things, and it looks really fun. Let's fire on in and see what Alex has got for us. So last week we had the Vampire versus Archfiend matchup, which was actually a really fun one. I was a little bit worried that Archfiends would be a bit shit and that Vampires kind of just having to rely on Vampire's Curse beatdown would be a bit shit, but it actually ended up being quite a fun game. So pleasantly surprised by that one, and let's hope we can repeat that this week. We both still have a decent amount of skills left, so I think it's actually still kind of difficult to predict what we're both going to be on. Don't know if you have any predictions you want to throw my way.
As for what you're on?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Got some archetypes here you've not played yet.
Definitely tricky.
I'm on something weird.
Okay. I think
I'm looking forward to playing this deck.
I'm not on something weird, realistically. This is, I believe, one of the pre-constructed themes of the box, so it's not going to be anything super crazy in my end, but I'm looking forward to see what you're bringing. I guess we'll just fire on in then. Let's just hit this. Hey.
Cool.
Alright, back to second.
Okay. So I am on
Ooh.
Ancient Ruler Rises.
Okay, and so this is apply the following skills. Once per turn, you can send one level 2 zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard. Place one of your first second sarcophagus or third sarcophagus from your deck, graveyard, or that is banished face up in your spell trap card zone. Each spirit of the Pharaoh you control gains attack equal to the total number of Pharaoh, Servant, and Phronic Protector on your field times 900. Okay, so I'm going to assume you're going to begin by using this effect.
Yup. And I'm going to send to the grave a Pharaoh Servant and get out the first sarcophagus.
Okay, so once per turn during your opponent's end phase, place one second or third sarcophagus from your hand or deck in your spell trap card zone. If you control the first sarcophagus, the second sarcophagus, and the third sarcophagus, send all of them to the graveyard. If you do so, summon Spirit of the Pharaoh from your hand or deck. If any of these cards, including this card, leaves your field, send all of them you control to the graveyard. So that's awkward, because if I have any spell trap hate, I can hit all of them. Then set you back to having to start again. Because you can obviously keep bringing them back from wherever I put them, but you have to go back to square one every time. Okay.
Indeed. The last thing I'm going to do is set and end.
Alright, we'll draw for turn. Stand by main. Interesting that mine is flip over when you activate the skill, based on what it is. So, you've set a monster. I have no idea what that is, other than potentially another Pharaoh Servant. It's very awkward. So I'm going to normal summon DD Survivor.
Ooh.
And I'm going to set 2 cards to my back row. Yes, we're going to go straight to battle phase it. I'm going to attack this defense monster. It was a Pharaoh Servant.
Who'd have thought it?
I'll pass my turn. So it's my end phase, which means...
In your end phase, yeah.
The first
first sarcophagus gets out. The second sarcophagus.
Da, da, da. And that means you can now use Ruler Rises during this turn.
And I will send...
I have to confess, I've never read the Pharaoh card.
Phronic Protector. Get out third sarcophagus. The sarcophagus activates and sends these to grave and special summons.
I'm assuming this guy's going to be shit.
A Pharaoh.
When this card's special summoned, you can target up to 4 level 2 or lower zombies that no one's triggered special summon them. Okay, so you're going to gain a load of attack points and then nothing else.
Indeed.
Okay.
Do I want to use this effect to get these guys out of the grave? I can do up to 4, so I'll tell you what I'll do. 1. That.
Right, so what attack is this guy on at the moment?
He is on 900 times
3. That's 27?
3. Yep.
So he's at 52.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a big boy.
He has no protection, no destruction protection, no targeting protection.
Done.
Widespread ruin.
Yeah, I thought this was going to happen with this thing.
And then I'm going to chain to my widespread ruin, assuming you haven't got anything. Macrocosmos. Which will then banish your Spirit of the Pharaoh.
Oh.
And it will also banish my widespread ruin.
And then we end.
Alright, we'll draw for turn. Stand by main. Where do we want to go with this then? I want to summon this, but he's not big enough. So, I think we will just normal summon out Command Knight, who gives all warrior monsters 400 attack. And if I control another monster, which I currently do, monster opponent controls cannot target this card for attacks. The DD Survivor goes up to 22, and Command Knight's now 16. I'll just go straight to battle. We will attempt to attack your Pharaoh Servant with my Command Knight. Then we will attempt to attack DD Survivor.
Yep.
These are all getting banished, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And then that will be me, Dunzo.
Okay. I'm going to use my skill.
So I don't know if this is a cost, because there's no colon. So I think
Any
it's
card
part of the
sent to the
effect.
graveyard is banished instead.
Yeah, because there's no semicolon, I think it's not a cost, which means I think you can just banish them and then do the effect.
Okay.
I believe that's how that works. I don't want to Google it, so we're just going to go with that.
Well, I'll send to grave and it'll actually be banished.
Mm-hmm.
Pharaoh's Servant, and from the grave, the sarcophagus. That, and that. Probably shouldn't. Oh, no, that's fine. End.
Alright, draw for turn, stand by main. So now, what do I have to worry about? I guess Wall of Disruption would be annoying. Well, we're definitely setting this. I guess I'm just going to go to battle phase here.
Mm-hmm.
We will just attack with Survivor. That's 22.
Widespread ruin.
Okay, so he'll get temporarily banished.
Ooh.
And then we will attempt to attack for 16.
Widespread ruin.
He will get less temporarily banished. We'll go to end phase, and then we can both resolve our effects. So I'll get my DD Survivor. You can get your second sarcophagus if you still have one in deck.
I don't.
And then we will pass. Alex, why aren't you playing a 30-card deck with 9 books in it?
Yeah, right? I'm going to tribute summon
Oh,
Jinzo.
shit. Okay. Yep.
Nothing else will get banished now because Macrocosm was
Correct.
turned off, so I'll use my skill again. We're going to send Clown Zombie.
Oh boy, we're on Clown Zombie.
He is a 2-star zombie.
Got an alright attack for a level 2 as well, you know.
Yeah. Come on. There it is. Second sarcophagus.
Mm-hmm.
Go to battle and attack.
Just wait for Dueling Book to... There we go.
Yeah.
600 life.
Dueling Book.
Yeah, Dueling Book's always a little bit temperamental, but it's the best we have for speed. Draw for turn, stand by main. I will normal summon DD Warrior Lady. Go to battle, attack Jinzo. Banish both of them. If I can find the banish button. I will lose 9 hundo. And that's all I've got for this turn.
Going to activate Night Beam.
Yeah. Well, it gets banished, but yeah.
Nope. And then Night Beam gets banished.
You had to top deck Night Beam, didn't you?
And I'll activate my skill.
Yeah.
We'll banish another Clown Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
From grave comes the sarcophagus.
Banish all 3.
Banish, banish, banish. You. And deck. Special summon Spirit of the Pharaoh. Attack directly.
Okay, that was an exciting game 1. Yeah, I don't. It was cool. It was cool to see. Sorry, I was reading your sarcophagus cards. It was cool to see Spirit of the Pharaoh. That Night Beam though, man. That Night Beam top deck. Oh. All right, let's see what happens in game 2. Right, we'll go second again.
Interesting starting hand. Oh.
Ancient
Activate
Rises.
skill.
Mm-hmm.
Brave. The sarcophagus.
Yep.
Then we're gonna step and end.
Okay, no monsters. Stand by main. We will. Alright, I think the play is going to be set 1, set 2, set 3, and then pass the turn.
Okay, so first sarcophagus activates.
Yep.
I get. Oh, second sarcophagus.
Alright, during your draw phase, I will activate Macrocosmos, or you Night Beam it.
Okay. I'm gonna normal summon a Pharaonic Protector
Okay.
so that I can activate Book of Moon.
To get rid of it. Get rid of the book.
Frog Protector.
Yep.
Activate my skill. Oh no, not.
That's right, it must be banished. Meh, 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 meh.
Anish.
So is your Book of Mood, actually, but I don't think that actually matters too much.
Oh yeah. From hand comes the third sarcophagus.
Okay.
The 3 get banished. Special summon Spirit of the Pharaoh.
Okay. So he's here. Are we summoning anything else, or just leaving him?
Yeah, not leaving him.
Okay.
He's getting a 900 boost.
34.
You can have a thingy back there.
Yep.
So I'm just going to end.
I respect it. Draw for turn. Stand by main. Now what do I want to do is the question. Alright, I think I have to do this just in case the stars align for you. So I'm going to activate Rota.
Ooh.
I'm going to grab with Rota ED Warrior Lady.
Okay.
Send it to grave. And then going to set this in defense mode. Could be anything. I'll set another back row. And I'll pass.
Yes. That I want to
Okay.
activate my skill.
Okay.
Banish the protector to get out the banish.
The first sarcophagus.
Oh, gotta add it to my hand.
That's weird.
Then, yeah, weird that it doesn't let you. There you go. First sarcophagus.
Okie dokie.
I'm just gonna end. I don't want to swing into the.
Right, stand by main.
I need a Jinzo.
I'm holding out for a gin.
I'm holding up for a Jin.
I think I am also going to pass.
Activate my skill.
Okay.
Banish.
Thinning out the deck looking for that Jinzo.
Mm-hmm. Second sarcophagus.
Okay. Draw for turn. Stand by main. You know what? We're gonna set another card. We're gonna pass the turn. Oh boy. Behold, widespread ruin. Oh, that gets banished.
Attack.
This thing's just 900, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna flip DD Warrior Lady. So you're gonna lose 7. But do I want to banish this right now? Don't think so. I think we're
Oh,
fine.
you can banish. Okay. Well, let's see what else you got.
Can you believe it? It's another DD Warrior Lady. Alright, draw for turn. Stand by main. Now, the only problem... no, it should be fine either way. Alright, we will flip summon Command Knight.
Ooh.
Change both of these to attack. Set this to the back row. Go to battle. I will attack with DD Warrior Lady, which is currently at 19. Ah, that was the only thing I didn't want to see. Okay, this is actually catastrophic. Okay, I didn't think you were going to be on this. Well, there's no reason to not banish both. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll lose 900.
Oh yeah, banish.
Then I'll go to end phase.
Okay. Night Beam.
You have banished Macrocosmos.
Ooh. A normal summon. A clan zombie.
Okay.
I will activate my skill.
Okie dokie.
Banish a clan zombie
Okay.
from the banish. Third soak off.
Mm-hmm.
So these three get banished once again. And...
There's the boy.
Go to battle.
Yep.
We're gonna swing.
So you cannot declare an attack on command right now because of his effect.
Yeah. Alright. Clan Zombie. The DD Warrior Lady.
So there's no reason to not. We're widespread here.
In response,
Okay.
I will activate Book of Moon,
Yep, that's fine.
targeting Spirit.
So that means that your clown zombie will now get destroyed instead. Because mine doesn't target.
Yes. Oh, no.
Yeah, you can still attack over my DD Warrior Lady.
Oh.
We will banish both. I will lose another 900. Alright, draw for turn. Stand by main. What is the defense value of a Spirit of the Pharaoh?
2k.
Okay. Which I guess I do not need to Google it.
I mean, there's also one in my banished pile.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so I have a couple ways I can deal with this. What is the safest way to deal with this? Either way, this is going to defense. Whether or not it stays around or not is up for debate.
Yep.
Since you only have 3 cards left in deck, and there's an okay chance you draw Jinzo, I think I'm okay to just do this. I'm going to activate Soul Exchange, targeting your monster.
Ooh, yep.
So this will get banished. You'll get banished. And then I summon Golden Homunculus. So
Oh my.
300 attack for each of my banished cards, which currently is 7. So he's gaining 21. Which means he's currently at 36.
GG.
I can't attack you this turn. Because of Soul
Oh,
Exchange.
yeah, no, Soul Exchange.
And then I pass.
Yeah, that's... Maybe.
Oh, okay. So we're getting to game 3. We're getting to game 3. Oh, I love game 3s.
Let's go first.
Oh, okay. You like getting that early
Yeah.
boy out.
So, we'll just go ahead and activate. Sonic. Get out. First, suck off this. That's not on you. Set. And end.
There we go. Start turn. Stand by main. So I'm a bit hesitant to actually do that. So I will set a monster.
Yep.
Set a couple back rows. And we'll pass on them.
Going to... Oh wait, in your end step.
Yep.
Whoops.
Do not forget your sarcophageti.
The grave. Second. Bark off. I'm gonna tribute summon Jinzo.
Okay.
Activate my skill for this turn. Wait, did I send an extra? I did. The sarcophagus does not send dudes to the graveyard, so I don't have to send one. 1, 2, 3. Special summon Spirit.
Okay.
Set E back.
Mm-hmm.
Go to battle. Attack.
You have attacked and banished DD Warrior Lady and your Jinzo.
Ah, damn it. And fuck.
Stand by main. Right, Jinzo's gone, so that's something. But I still have Mr. What's he on? 46?
3 times 9.
That's 27.
27 plus
52.
25. 52.
Right, set, pass. We'll go ahead and activate this in your draw phase as well.
Okay. I'll activate Night Beam and hit this.
Ooh, you've hit. Widespread Ruin.
Okay. I'm going to set, activate my skill,
Okay.
banish, get out this, and end.
Draw for turn. Standby main. Okay, where on earth are we going with this? Because your guy has still a lot of attack points, which means making anything proactive, especially if you have a wall of disruption, could just be completely catastrophic. I don't like it when I have to make these awkward decisions, Alex. I'll set a monster and pass. It's one of those things, I want to get aggressive, but everything on the field and that I've seen in the last 2 games has told me that getting aggressive is how I lose this game. So it's like...
Yep, activate skill.
Mm-hmm.
Banish. Set. And end.
Draw. Standby main. I don't think there's a lot I can do with this hand right now, so I think I'm just going to pass. Draw for turn. Standby main. Well, I'll set another back row, then we'll pass. Well, as boring as this looks, I'm going to win in 4 turns if nothing happens, so I'm going to pass.
Yeah.
Crow.
Zombie.
Yep. I will attempt to activate Widespread Ruin.
Yep. End.
Standby main. So now becomes the question of how hard do I get punished if I go on the offensive? If I summon something out, if I attack into a wall of disruption, my guy gets weakened, you make room for your 3rd sarcophagus, you send all 3, summon out Spirit of the Pharaoh, then he's gonna still be 52, which means if I have anything 1200 or less, I just die. So if you did Wall of Disruption me and I had 2 monsters, I would lose 16, which means I'd have to be at least 28 to not just lose. I'd have to be bigger than 28. Alright, let's get funky. I will flip summon Command Knight. Now, just because I haven't used it at all, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use Professor of Alchemy. Because I want to use it before the game ends. So, Alchemy Beast tokens can attack directly. Once per turn during your main phase, you can banish 1 level 4 or lower monster from your hand or face-up field to special summon an Alchemy Beast token with the same attribute as the banished monster. It cannot be tributed unless for the tribute summon of Golden Homunculus.
Oh.
So I will banish my Command Knight and summon an Alchemy Beast token. Wow. And then we will end.
Man, I wish I could stop drawing cards. No summon! Clown Zombie!
Clown Zombie.
Flip summon Fronic Pepper. A big token, 500. No attack.
Goodbye token.
No attack.
Wow.
Damn
I
it.
will lose 250. I have drawn first blood. Draw for turn. Stand by main. Again, if I summon out my dude. He's got 1500 butts, we should be fine. How much attack will he get if I have 5? He'll gain 15, put him up to 3000. Yeah. We will tribute for Golden Homunculus. Then we'll set a back row. Go to battle. Attack Golden Homunculus into the Pharaonic Protector. I will lose 800, putting me down to 22.
So I take 12? No,
13.
13. Okay.
Yeah, your boy gets banished, and then I'll end.
I activate Night Beam.
You gonna get rid of your Phronic Protector?
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Oh, actually, you don't have any cards left to even pick your Sarcophagus then, do you?
Send 1, level 2. Oh, it's fun. Yeah, I've got nothing left, so. GG.
So what would have happened if you did have a card to send? You could summon out your dude.
Mm-hmm.
He'd come out as a 52. Then, yeah, you run over this guy. I lose 3,000. And then, yeah, you attack me for game with the clown zombies. Yeah,
I should have made a play earlier on.
Yeah, I wanted to get a little bit more aggressive because I was just bored of, not doing anything. The thing is, your deck is really awkward for mine because what my deck wants to do is use...
Right back at you.
So what I want to do is I want to use Professor of Alchemy and go aggressive with it because I can beat you to death with 500 attackers, as kind of a backup strategy. And I have a lot of cards that I had to side out because of the deck that you're on. So one of those cards is Just a Break because the Alchemy Beast tokens are normal monsters. But Just a Break only kills effect monsters and you're playing a shit ton of normal monsters. So I was like, oh, I can't do that. Then I had the creature swaps because again, I can banish DD Survivor for Professor of Alchemy, summon out the token, and then I can creature swap you the token and I take your dude. But you're playing an aggressive OTK deck where I need to have answers to the Summon of Spirit of the Pharaoh or I just die. So I was like, that's way too slow to actually play into that. And then because my deck's effectively a beatdown deck, right? I just want to be playing these boys, swarming the field and just punching you. But when there's always this looming threat of a 5,000 dude getting cheated out, it's like, oh god, I can't just do that. On top of that, we had these that we never saw. The Grand Convergence, which again, really, really good, especially into what you were doing. Quick play Dark Hole, but never drew into it. In the end, it was the DD Warrior Ladies doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Because, yeah, you specifically as well had Jinzo, which was oh, that was so tricky for me. Because I specifically as well put in the side deck the Soul Exchange because of Jinzo. I was like, Jinzo will mess up this deck, and if he turns off Macrocosmos, the whole deck doesn't work. So I need to do... I'm like, Alex doesn't play Jinzo that often. He very rarely actually plays it. It'll be fine. We'll just have a Soul Exchange.
This deck.
Oh yeah, evidently. But, oh man, pain in the ass. But, yeah, that was an interesting one. Unfortunately, again, it did get a little bit stally. But I think if it was either going to be a very defensive stally game, or it was going to be me just getting completely blown out in one turn. I think those were the only two options available, unfortunately. Because even at the start, you this game, you turn 2, dropped Jinzo, Spirit of the Pharaoh, and I was sat there alright, if he attacks with Jinzo first, I banish the Jinzo, and then I have the widespread for the Spirit. If he attacks with the Spirit of the Pharaoh first, I will lose my DD Warrior Lady, and I will lose 2,400 from the Jinzo, because I won't be able to activate widespread, but I do have the second DD Warrior Lady, which will deal with the Jinzo on the following turn. But I was sat there I'm pretty sure, unless he has Night Beam as well, I'm kind of okay. Unfortunately, you did not have Night Beam. So I was like, oh. It's so hard to play around Night Beam and Jinzo and Spirit of the Pharaoh all together. It's so scary, man. It's so scary. I was actually really surprised. I was expecting Spirit of the Pharaoh to be dog shit, to be honest. But it was actually horrifying. It felt like I was playing against Cyberstein or some shit.
If he can stick.
Yeah. I mean...
My big 5k dude.
Yeah, I mean, again, if it wasn't for Macrocosmos, he'd be bigger than 5k. Oh, but yeah, GG, buddy.
GG.